sometimes when I'm up and I get knocked back down, I gotta search for my feelings just like a pat down. And when I hear you ain't loyal, I don't like that sound. And you done burnt all them bridges, don't you come back round. You know sometimes when I'm up and I get knocked back down, I gotta search. It's your boy Noto, back in these YouTube streets because your boy won't miss a beat. And in today's video, we're going to discuss explaining why women are intimidated by attractive men. So guys, I've come across these clips, guys. I'm going to show you some clips and hey, just have a go at it and we're going to come back and chop it up. You know how we do. Let's get excited.
Why am I so afraid of attractive men? No, like I was out surfing today and I see two very attractive guys, both very much my type. I have like crumbs. And I literally could not look at them. Like I was trying to get away from them so I didn't embarrass myself because I'm like not that good. And like I refuse to settle, but I will never ever interact with any guys that I find like attractive and that are my type. Like I don't know how to solve this.
So I hate dealing with like fine ass men and like men with money because you know that's not what keeps me. I want you to be in love with me, I want it to work out, but it's like there's a whole half of the world of women who literally don't give a fuck. If you got money or you fine, you got them. So it's like these niggas never learn their lesson with me. It's like I want you to go without and be like, damn, she was real, I lost her. But it's like you can't if 80 million bitches still want you because you fine, because you got money. And I got one in mind. I got one person in mind. I got a couple people in mind, but there's one that comes to mind because literally, like, we could have been perfect, but he went to go play in the NFL. Athletes also just be having their way, and I avoid athletes and Greek niggas because I already know what's coming, and that's the only people that be trying to talk to me. And I'm just like, bro, well, I gotta go with what's here. And, you know, I try to give them a chance, and they get bitches, man. They get bitches. Bitches are going. Bro went to the NFL, and I was like, he not gonna, like, you won't miss me. Like, you gonna miss me? No, you're not. You can have anybody you want. Don't piss me off. You're not gonna learn your lesson. You're never gonna learn your lesson. You men never learn your lesson because it's just bitches. So I need you hoes to like make it harder out here. Alright? Don't just be going for these niggas. They supposed to learn. Or at least put them through hell for me or something. I don't know. Make them feel it. Somebody make them feel my wrath.
I don't know about you ladies, but I no longer want to date a man that makes me want to have sex with him immediately. I kind of want to just get to know a person and be best friends and like meet the family, and you know, like I'm just not in the space anymore to like, I'm just not aroused by physical appearances anymore. I no longer want to date for looks. I'm just not attracted to that anymore.
Now, as you can see, guys, bro, like the first girl was absolutely terrified of attractive men, the attractive men that she's seen, and she couldn't even go up to him and say anything. They didn't have any words for him or nothing like that. And you gotta understand, guys, this is like a normal response for women, bro. The intimidation factor is something that you will never be able to like get over. You see what I mean? You can't really get past that. But the thing with the women that find you intimidating, you understand there's gonna be like one or two responses. They either gonna think that, okay, yeah, you stuck up, or you full of yourself and stuff like that, or they gonna feel like they're not really good enough for you and stuff like that and stuff like, you know, it comes, a lot of this can be self-sabotage for themselves, and they can just be canceling themselves out because they have such high expectations. You gotta understand that beauty is currency, and beauty is almost like, it's almost like sometimes women can treat beauty as like a social class almost to a certain degree. It's just, I know it can go, I know I'm going pretty far with that, but it is what it is because they value it so much, because amongst themselves they will judge each other based off of each other's beauty and stuff like that. So don't let you dare be a man that come in and infiltrate that whole little beauty little hierarchy type deal, like, or whatever. Let you come in looking good and be like, dang, the conversation ain't even just about me comparing myself to other women, you know. And that's what they're saying. But now they're looking like they're throwing you into the fray. They're like, how dare this man come over here looking just as good or probably even like more attractive than some women out here. Just keeping it a book. That's how they be looking at stuff. So when you're a very attractive man, you're definitely going to be intimidating to women no matter what, bro. No matter what. But the main thing about intimidation as well, what the other girl was saying, is that they don't really have control or leverage over you. Like when it comes to you as an attractive man, they're intimidated because one, you can always have like a lot of options. Their perception of you is always going to be like, oh yeah, he can get a whole bunch of women because of the effect that you had on them. They're looking at you like, oh yeah, he a player. Oh yeah, he'll do this. Or he's messing around. Somebody smashing. Somebody doing something. They automatically assume that you're doing something. You see what I mean? So the fact that they can do that, they can't. The fact that when they get involved with you, it's almost like they're powerless against you. They can't really leave you for dead like they can do the other guys around here. They can't really leave you like just hung with no options and no other like way of, you see what I'm saying, any way of getting over them and stuff like that.
I want you to go without and be like, damn, she was real, I lost her. But it's like, you can't. If 80 million bitches still want you because you fine,
because you have options. Like the girl was saying, she didn't want to deal with the men because lack of being able to have control over that man. She doesn't have leverage over a man that she finds attractive. Now, when she was talking about the men with money and stuff like that, of course, women are just looking at that as like, okay, taking advantage of resources. So when she was talking about the money, I ain't really worrying about the part when she was talking about the money. But athletes and attractive men, they're pretty much in the same bracket when you look at everything. But the thing is, women are very intimidated by attractive men. You see what I mean? And to help them get over that, it really will just happen to be just like I said in my last video, is that you got to make them comfortable with your presence. Like, just talk to women, bro. Talk to them like regular people. Have regular interactions, no matter how timid they are. Like if they like the type that run away from you, sometimes it's gonna take more time with them. It's not like you're trying to be like, oh yeah, I'm trying to ease it over, but just with each interaction, just if you see her frequently, like just speak to her like a regular and all the other stuff, and eventually she'll end up getting over it. Especially if you're interested in her, there's nothing wrong with doing a little pursuing. Sometimes I think it's kind of cute too. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's not like you like chasing. There's a difference between chasing and pursuing. And as an attractive man, you see a woman that look fine and stuff like that, I don't see nothing wrong with giving women compliments as an attractive man, bro. You can give women you can give women compliments on the regular. You can give it on the regular. It doesn't look bad for you as an attractive man. See, other guys, they have to follow that whole thing of, oh, I can't give women validation, I can't do that, bro, and all that other stuff, because they feel like they don't really feel like they have leverage in the situation, and they'll feel like the woman will look down on them. But you gotta understand, like when a compliment is coming from an attractive man, a man that they find is hot or whatever like that, even if they had the perception that the man is a player and stuff like that, still getting a compliment from a guy that they view as attractive, bro, it's a plus for them. It's a times 10 for them. It's a plus. There is really no negative benefits of you telling a woman that she looks beautiful. It's no negative benefits. Even if 1,000 more guys have told her that day, it coming from you can mean a whole different, more of a world than all those other 1,000 guys. And I'm just keeping it a buck. So there's no drawbacks for you giving validation to a woman for you as an attractive man. That's one of the things we can get away with. And I don't like, bro, you understand, a lot of them are already intimidated in the first place. So you just giving them the compliment, it's gonna throw their ass out. They're like, damn, what? He's giving me a compliment? You see what I'm saying? Like it's different. Like, think about it. You have a bad chick walk up on you, right? And she give you a compliment. She walk up and say, damn, you fine. How you gonna feel? You see what I'm saying? That's gonna give you a hell of an ego boost. So you gonna be like, dang, like she really telling me this. You gonna value it. You see what I mean? As opposed to a woman that you find unattractive and she coming up and saying that you ain't gonna value it as much. It's plain and simple. It's just the way we are. We humans, we look and we see things, and it just is what it is. It's how we perceive people when we look at them. They judge right off the bat. So a woman is already intimidated by you, and the man that she's intimidated by walks up and gives her a compliment, but that is going to shake her world. That's what's going to shake her world. Not sitting there trying to
ignore her, but oh, I ain't finna say nothing to her, or I ain't finna do this. I'm just gonna sit there and act like the guy that don't see her, bro. She's gonna value me because I'm not trying to run up and tell her how beautiful she is like the rest of the other guys.
Now, you don't have to go up to her and pander to her and do all the most. Just give her a compliment. Hey, you look attractive to me. You see what I mean? You look beautiful. What's your name? Something like that. Just regular. You ain't got to do the most. You ain't got to be like, oh, I'm gonna drink your bad water and come up with these little bullshit ass lines. You ain't got to do none of that. Just go up there, hey, acknowledge that you find her attractive and leave it at that. It ain't nothing wrong, bro. I'm telling you, using the attractive man, you don't have to worry about those little loopholes that the other guys have to worry about. You don't have to worry about it. You see what I'm saying? And even if she's not interested, and you just walk on and be like, hey, you have a nice day, she be like, oh yeah, whatever. You try to progress things and it just don't go. Okay, just leave it at that. Don't take that as a rejection. You say don't take it as a rejection. They be like, hey, you have a good day, and you go about your business. So don't let that deter you from being like, oh, I ain't gonna tell no woman she's beautiful no more because it ain't go far with the girl that you found attractive or something like that. So don't self sabotage yourself like that. Still do that. I encourage you guys, go out and give women compliments. Yes, as an attractive man, it hits different. It hits different. You see what I mean? It hits way different. It's way more valuable. Remember, I always told you guys, it's never the action itself. It's about who it's coming from. You see what I'm saying? It's about who it's coming from. So imagine this: a woman is intimidated by you, and you walking up and you tell her she's looking beautiful. Mind blown. It's mind blown because you gotta understand, especially a lot of attractive women, they don't get compliments like that. You got so many people trying to nag them, got so many people trying to ignore their existence, so many people trying to socially punish them for looking beautiful and all this other stuff. So they assume that everybody's pretty much groveling at their feet and drinking their bath water and laying out red carpets and throwing roses down when they're walking by. So they don't want to add to that. So that's why a lot of men don't even approach her. They probably don't even feel like they're up to it. They're scared to talk to them because they feel like they ain't good enough for none of that stuff. You walk up, you talking to them like a regular old Joe, man, that's gonna throw them for a loop. I'm telling you. So getting back to the intimidation factor, bro. Women are very intimidated by attractive men, bro.
Why am I so afraid of attractive men?
Very intimidated, bro. Now a lot of them try to act hard like they ain't, but it comes to that guy they find really attractive, bro. They shaking in their boots, bro. They are shaking in their boots, bro. You would think that they didn't see a ghost from memories past or something like that. Just walk across like just frozen like a deer in the headlights. Trust me. They all act like that. You just got to be that guy that she finds super attractive. But at the end of the day, another thing with that is them being scared can also be a good thing because you can ward off a lot of BS too with women too. So if a lot of them are intimidated by it, they're less likely to come at you with a lot of BS. But there's a lot of them that will come at you with the BS as well. So it can be a deterrent and an attraction to BS as well. So like it's like a double-edged sword, really. But at the end of the day, you gotta take all that come with being attractive. You gotta take all that come with being attractive, man. So it is what it is, man. But anyway, I understand that women being intimidated by attractive men, that comes with the territory. I'm telling you guys how to deal with it, and just know that this is a part of life. Especially if you tell me so you wanna, so especially you guys that are glowing up and all this other stuff. Understand this is what come with it. It's just the stuff I had to learn. Now for the guys that grew up attractive, you already know for the most part. But for us guys that had to do the glow up, we had to do the character development and all this other stuff, and having the mindset shift and all that other stuff. Like we had to really like go through it to be able to accept the fact that we are attractive men and why this stuff is happening. You see what I mean? So you're like, okay, dang, why she acting like this? Why she acting like that? Like this is what this space is for, so we can explain things and have a better understanding of why these things are happening, why the women are behaving this way, and why you feel like, dang, like why she won't just give me any leeway? Why she won't just give me the green light? I know she like me. Why she doing all this? Why she running away? All the other stuff. Women are extremely afraid of rejection as well. You see what I'm saying? Extremely afraid of rejection, especially coming from a hot guy. Remember, everything that comes from an attractive man that they view very attractive is time stamped. So they be damned if they get rejected by the guy they find very attractive. They really just ignore the whole interaction, period. I had women under my comment sections at TikTok saying that, damn, they fear rejection. They just see a guy and just be like, yeah, and they'll avoid them at all costs and all this other stuff. I'm like, dang, like I want to talk to her, like, but how you gonna get anywhere with that? Like being intimidated, I understand that, but I mean, you're not gonna get anywhere if you don't express any type of interest. You know what I mean? Like some type of reciprocation. Like I just want to have like, okay, you give me the eyes or you smile at me or something like that. Give some type of inviting energy. So I'll walk up. Now that gives me the chance to walk up and be like, okay, yeah, I want to make something happen or whatever. But a lot of them just try to act like they don't. They want to ignore your presence as well and stuff like that because they're intimidated by the outcome of if they get involved and it don't turn out the way they want it to turn out. That's a big thing as well. So, a lot of them really just be blocking themselves from an interaction that they really could have. It could be a guy that really like them, but their own perception of how they feel like the outcome is going to go is blocking them from actually making any signals at the guy or any indications that she wants him. So the intimidation is holding a lot of women back from a lot of relationships that have been, and situationships or whatever has been like dodged or pretty much avoided simply because of this right here, that factor right there, the intimidation factor. That's pretty much blocked a whole bunch of situations. A bunch of people probably hasn't been born because of these. You know what I'm saying? This probably affected the timeline a lot. If women would have like shown like, okay, yeah, I show interest in this guy, it might be even more population from that. You see what I mean? You just never know. Because with one interaction, it can be like 4 years of marriage, 4 years of relationship and stuff like that. You know, offspring and births and all that other stuff could have happened. So it is what it is. And there's another part with the intimidation factor as well as with the women when they've talked to a guy that hurt them in the past. You see what I'm saying? That hurt them in the past, and you're the archetype of the guy that hurt her in the past. Oh yeah, definitely. They're gonna be intimidated by every guy that they see that look like you, and it can be intimidation, but in spite at the same time. So they're scared of like, damn, she know that you look good and you definitely are tight, but her remembering that past trauma is making her like, nah, I ain't dealing with that. And the spite's gonna make her drive her to treat you bad, drive her to try to disrespect you and stuff like that. So guys, bro, so you getting treated mean by these women. So a lot of times they come out of spite from past situations, or they feel like they can't get involved with you, even if you're not giving her indications that that you're looking at her as if she's less her down and all that stuff. You ain't even putting her down and nothing like that. She's putting herself down. Her own insecurities are making her project a certain type of attitude towards you because of how you look and because of her past and her own insecurities as well. She might not even have a past, but she might have had like regular like situations where like social situations where a guy might have talked to her friend instead of her that she found very attractive, so she feels like she's the friend that's unapproachable because she probably feel like she doesn't look as good as the other girls. And remember, they compare themselves to other women, so if they feel like you can get women that look better than them, they'll be intimidated to even go into that interaction because they're so used to the guys overlooking them and talking to their other friends and other women that they feel looks prettier than them. So that intimidation factor can hold them back from talking to you as well. But anyway, it's your boy Noto back in these YouTube streets because your boy on Mr. Beat. Remember guys, anybody can improve themselves if they want to work at it. I'm out. They be like, oh, so you rapping now? I line them up with the bars and I punch them like Pacquiao. Look at the L's and I'm passing out. I ain't the best, but I'm on my way up there without a doubt. I was pathetic and hella broke, learning from poverty just like a sponge. I just got a soak. Down on my luck, but I got a stroke. Nigga, I'm high on my life like I snorted a nut. Nigga be saying that no, they gon' blow any day like a bomb, and I promise to stick. I can go run on the floor in the water and soap, and them niggas still won't catch me slip. I'ma come up and behind it like Scotty and run up a bat till I'm balling like Pippen. Better be careful and come on this court, and I'm taking a shot and then mega assistant.